You're listening to the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. And we continue on with the Butch and Bob Show. And coming up this coming Friday night, there's going to be a dance, a concert, however you want to call it, here in town. And the performing artist, Lance Stinson. Lance, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic.
It's early in the morning for a musician, isn't it?
It's very early in the morning.
You're usually just rolling over right now.
Oh, no, we're always getting up early. We're up early and staying up late.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good to me. Now, Lance, a lot of folks are excited about you coming here to Jessup, and it's kind of talking around. Folks are curious about it. Now, let's give a little history of who Lance Stinson is, okay?
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm just a good old country boy from Lumber City, Georgia. I was born and raised there. My mom and dad have a restaurant there in town. You know, it's been there for like 34 years.
Now, what's the name of the restaurant?
Stinson's Barbecue.
Okay.
And, you know, we just always lived in the country. And, when I was 14 years old, I decided I wanted to be in a band. I started singing when I was 8, but I decided when I was 14 I wanted to be in a band. And it just so happened 4 other guys that I went to school with were musicians too. So we formed a little band, and that's where it all started. And now we're on my second album out of Nashville, we're working on right now. And we're excited, super excited about it.
Now, is this the same original members of the band, or what do you have now?
I have all my guys now are hired out. Most of them are from Atlanta. Well, my drummer's been with me for 12 years, and he's from Statesboro, Georgia, but he lives in Dublin, Georgia now. So
you just use musicians at certain times for your not part of your band, just guys that you hired.
I use the same guys.
Same guys. Okay.
Yeah, the main guys, the 4 guys in my band are the same guys. Chad Gant plays guitar. He's from Atlanta, and Roy Webb, he's from Atlanta, plays bass guitar, and then the lady plays the drums. And then I have a guy that's name's Kenny Chin that plays piano from Jacksonville, Florida.
Now, is this your full-time job?
Pretty much, it's my full-time job. I'm a little bit of an entrepreneur too, I guess, on the side. I have a little bar in Vidalia that we run, OC Lounge over in Vidalia.
OC Lounge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in Vidalia.
In Vidalia.
Now, you're going to be here what night and where?
We're going to be here on the 18th, this Friday night, at the Blue Room.
At the Blue Room?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you'll start around 9-ish or so?
We'll start around 9. Actually, we're doing meet and greets from, is it 6 to 8?
6 to 8 for folks to meet you?
For meet and greets with the band, food, open bar from it's 8 to 9 o'clock.
Okay.
If you get those special tickets, and we're going to start around 9:30 with the band.
Okay. Now tell us a little bit, Lance, the style of your music, what you play, and what people will hear.
It's traditional music with a little more energy. It's with a little southern rock edge, but not too much southern rock edge.
Okay.
We come to have a good time, so if you want to have a good time, you need to be at Blue Room this Friday night.
Okay, so it's country with a rock appeal.
With a little bit of rock appeal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how long have you been performing, let's say, full-time?
Full-time for about 7 years.
About 7 years. Now, where all have you been, Lance?
Oh, we've been everywhere. We've been to Alabama, Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, all over North Carolina, South Carolina, all over Georgia and Florida.
Okay. Now, you got your guy back here that does the booking for you? Is that right?
This is Bill Powell. He's my road manager.
He's the
reason why I'm here this early this morning.
He got you out of bed and got you here. He looks sleepier than you.
Yeah, he got up a lot earlier than I did.
So you had to come in this morning from Lumber City?
From Lumber City, yes.
Okay. Are you still part of your family's restaurant down there?
No, sir. I hadn't worked there and since I was 18.
Oh, okay.
I'll still frequently visit there all the time.
And your parents still run the restaurant?
My parents and all. My brothers, I have 2 brothers at that moment, 3 brothers all together, but they all run the restaurant together.
Okay. Now, how long have you had the OC Lounge in Vidalia?
I've had it almost 4 years.
Okay.
Me and a friend of mine opened it. We bought out another lady that had it about 4 years ago.
Is that downtown or out in the...
It's right downtown, right across from the hospital.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That sounds good. And I guess you spend a lot of time in that area when you're on the road.
I sure do.
Okay.
Sure do.
Now, you're going to be here Friday night, and tell us a little about what's going on between 8 and 9. You said a meet and greet.
It's a meet and greet, and there'll be food there, there'll be drinks there. You'll be able to get your picture made with me and the guys in the band.
Okay.
Just hang out and have a good time before the show.
Okay. Now, if folks want to learn a little bit more about you right now, how do they do it on, let's say, on the web?
You can do, social media. I'm all over social media. You can do me on Facebook, Twitter, Reverb Nation, Bands in Town. You can get us on, and you can go to LanceStinson.com.
Okay. And I talked to your girlfriend. Is that what you call her?
Yeah.
I didn't know his girlfriend.
Therese.
Therese yesterday. Now, she actually works for radio TV up in Tennessee, doesn't she?
ABC, yes, sir.
Yeah, she works up there, and she... Okay, here she sent me and said she wanted us to send our logo to her yesterday so she could put it on there and let folks that you were going to be on this morning. And she's got on there Facebook.com/ Stinson Lance. So
That's
last
right.
name first.
That's right.
All right, Stinson Lance.
And the reason why I already had another page, a personal page.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't have a clue because, I'm an old country redneck. I ain't very computer savvy. And I didn't know you couldn't have more than 5,000 friends on your personal page.
Oh, okay.
So we surpassed that, so I had to start a new page.
So you got 5,000 on your personal page, and now you've got
about 20,
about the same
2,600
on this page
the
on
other one.
Facebook.
Right.
Okay, so folks can go on there at facebook.com/Stinson STINSON Lance LANCE and check them out. Now, do you have other than the Facebook? Do you have a website?
Have LanceStinson.com.
LanceStinson.com. People can check that out.
Connect
Do you
with us on Twitter.
Have any music
Oh,
selections
there's
on there folks can listen to
music
it on?
selection there. It's got all our tour dates, pictures, anything you need to know about us is on there.
Oh, okay. And so who did you say does the booking for you?
Well, most of the time we do most of it ourselves, and I have Austin McKinnon, the guy out of Tifton, Georgia, that does a lot of booking for us too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying this? Is it fun?
We love to play music. Playing music is my choice. Everybody's like, what do you I said, man, people have their own thing, alcohol or women or motorcycles or whatever is their choice of. I enjoy getting on stage and playing music live.
Okay.
Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoy songwriting and I enjoy studio, but it's playing live music.
So you do write also?
We do some
So
writing.
will anybody with folks here any original music
yes,
every
sir.
Friday night?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. And what would you consider maybe some of the your songs that have maybe gotten the most hits?
Well, my biggest song was back about 4.5 years ago. It was called "Hold My Beer and Watch This."
Okay.
Which is kind of
Sounds like what a redneck would say.
it is. It is. And it was,
Hold my beer, Bubba. Watch this.
it was a big deal, and it got me actually on tour. I did some shows with Jamie Johnson. I got on a long stretch with Randy Houser and Red Akins for about 1.5 years. Jamie, I don't told you Jamie Johnson, Justin Moore, Luke
Have
Bryan.
you ever been on stage with Colt Ford?
I have. Me and Cole are really good friends.
Yeah, they're really promoting Colt right now on our country format. And,
He is a super nice guy,
and he's been here before.
and he's a heck of a golf player too. By the way.
Oh, is he?
He
Colt
is.
likes to play, huh?
He's a great golf player.
Well, that's one good thing about being a country music singer here from Georgia. There's a lot of hot country music singers
There
right
is.
now from the state of Georgia, and I'm sure you've run
There
across
is.
them through the
And
paths
we-
around town,
Yeah,
around
we
the
have.
state.
And we all all played the same places and same college towns and stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
Like me and Craig Campbell's been friends for about 15 years.
All right.
And one of the best singers I've ever heard live.
Okay.
Completely. If you hadn't, check him out sometime.
All right. Bob, any questions or comments for Lance Stinson this morning?
Just a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure meeting
Where'd
you.
you grow up?
I grew up in Lumber City. Actually, in Wheeler County is where we were, I was actually born and raised, but my family had the restaurant there in town, so that's basically where we spent most of our time when we were kids, working.
Yeah, I lived in
restaurant.
McRae, Georgia from 79 to 80, so
Well, you
I
know
was very
exactly what I'm
familiar.
talking about.
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad they four-laned it between Lumber City and McRae.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a beautiful curving ride.
It is.
Before it was four-lane, you get behind somebody going 40 miles an
Two-lane.
hour and you couldn't pass them. Before it was four-lane, it was two-lane, you couldn't pass them. But it's a beautiful
Yeah.
ride between Lumber City and McRae.
I want to play one more thing.
Sure.
We just added in. There's a 2-year-old girl here in the Jessup area.
All right.
That is needing help, her and her family, to raise money so she can have a heart transplant.
Okay, 2-year-old here in Jessup.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And her name is Brinslet Sellers is her name.
Brinslet Sellers. Okay.
And she was 2 years old. She was diagnosed that she had. They tried different things like blood transfusions and medications, and all that stuff's not working.
Okay.
And it's come down to where she's going to have a heart transplant.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing some stuff. They're going to be selling T-shirts, raffling off stuff, and I'm going to do a lot of things, everything I can for them to help them.
And you'll be doing that Friday night.
That Friday night.
What to do there to help us look real
absolutely.
out. All right.
Absolutely.
Well, Lance, we look forward to seeing you Friday night. I know that
I
the
look
buzz is
forward
going
to it,
around town that you're going to be here, and I'm sure the folks of Jessup and Wayne County will turn out and have a good time Friday night at the Blue Room
Absolutely.
on 301 South here in Jessup.
And y'all get your tickets and see Dirt Road Life T-shirt company.
Dirt
Georgia
Road
Clark.
Live. Yeah, Georgia's sitting right back
Right
here.
behind me. Y'all call them up and get you some tickets.
All right, sounds good, Lance.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.